Hey, everybody, this is Dr. Kevin McGovern, and it's time for another game show podcast. If you're looking for the Wheel of Fortune, the dating game, or Jeopardy, in the wrong spot. The game show is obviously an acronym for my graded active movement exam test, and it's a pretty cool name. Today, I got a really cool guest, a guy who was on my Prove It Live podcast, which is in episode 104 this week. But unfortunately, he played for the Red Sox, so nothing I can do about that. But it's part of his record. But I have as a guest Jeff Frye, who is a Major League Baseball player, but he thinks he's better at basketball. But if we can get into that. So welcome, Jeff. Thank you for coming on again. I really appreciate this. This is quite an honor for me.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Kevin.
So, Jeff, you played. What were the years that you played? You could skip the Red Sox years; those don't count. But what years were you in the major leagues?
From 92 to 2001.
92 to 2001. So, we respond to each other's social media. You always see me beating on the injuries, which I just think now are through the roof. So we'll slowly get into that. So as a player, and as an undersized player, right? You definitely not gonna, you weren't 6'8". What did you do as a player to get in shape, stay in shape? What was your strength and conditioning did you do?
Well, when the season was over, I would go home and rest, probably till after Thanksgiving. Not really do any training. Maybe I'd play basketball every now and then or something like that. And then it started ramping it up after Thanksgiving, and I'd start working out, probably lifting 3 days a week, and then doing some baseball activities a couple times a week. Played a lot of basketball for cardio and stuff like that. But it wasn't like I took Taekwondo a couple off seasons with
Great,
Darren
that's
Oliver,
good.
worked on
Yep.
stretching, and it really wasn't that focused on my diet. I'd been the same weight since I was probably 18 years old. About 165 pounds I would get up to in the off season, and then within the first week of spring training, I was back down to my 160 or 155 is really what I played at, and so it
Really?
was nothing like the guys have today. That's for sure.
Yeah. So when you lifted, like, what was it? Machines? Was it free weights? What was really the purpose of lifting? Was it to gain strength, to maintain strength? What were you looking to do?
I was trying to gain strength and just add a little muscle, a little bulk, because I knew over the course of the season I was gonna lose weight, and it was just you just get wore out. So 30 games in spring training, and then 160 during the season, 162 during the season, and it just that's what they say. It's a game of attrition. And we really back then I would do some of the machines. The machines were becoming more and more popular, and then some free weights. And I wish they had the stuff I do now, the TRX, the body weight stuff, and really didn't do much for or didn't know much about the plyometrics and things like that. So it was just kind of what we learned, growing up.
Sure. So you didn't have your own strength coach like some of these guys have, but the team. Now, did the team have a specific program for you to follow?
Yeah, they'd always give us a little booklet
Okay.
for the off season, then we threw it in the trash. And,
Okay. All right.
yeah, but the first time I ever had a strength like a trainer was Rafael Palmero. He said, "Hey, would you be interested in being my workout partner? I've got this guy that I want to hire, but I need a partner." He goes, "I'll pay for it." I said, "Sure." And that's really the first time I ever did it. And then I also did it a few years later with Darren Oliver, where we had a trainer, and then Darren and I took Taekwondo together to work on our flexibility and stuff. And I didn't like holding that bag when he was kicking it because
Really?
his legs are
You could kick
humongous,
it.
and it was painful. But I was recovering from a ACL injury, so I figured I needed to build some strength and also work on some flexibility stuff.
So getting back to Rafael Penner, what were you guys doing? Like, if you needed a partner, like what was going on, or what was the philosophy? I mean, obviously, he's been accused of whatever. I don't give a crap about that. You still got to hit the ball. But so what were you guys? What were you guys doing?
From what I mean, this was like 1990. 2 in the off season. So it
Hmm.
was 30 years. There's been a lot of beer since then, man. For 31 years. But really, all we did was, we were just lifting weights, and this guy would tell us the exercises to do, and we just kind of follow the routine that he put us through. And I was getting stronger. And he had never really lifted weights before.
Okay.
In '92, he said he'd never really lifted that many weights, and had this guy that he became friends with that he trusted. So he just started working out with him, and about 6 weeks later, I was playing basketball and got taken out by a couple managers from Hooters because we were kicking their butt, and I tore my ACL.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, before we get to the ACL, do you think that the workouts, either what you were doing with Rafael Palmeiro or Darren Al, did they help you? Did you notice a difference? Did you stay healthy? What was the result?
Well, I mean, I felt like I was definitely getting stronger.
Okay.
I can't say that I stayed healthy. I mean, my injury wasn't caused by lifting weights; it was caused
No.
by playing basketball. But that's really all we knew to do back then is to lift, kind of heavy, to put weight on, and add some muscle to hopefully carry you through the season.
So you have this ACL injury. Did you miss? You must have missed some sort of time, right? How much time did you miss?
I missed the whole season in '93 from that.
So the whole season. Okay. And what happens when you're injured? Are you in the clubhouse? Are you the ostracized? Like, what goes on? Whether it's just you or other people, what happens? Because my biggest thing is these guys today. It seems like the wind blows and they're out for long periods of time. And I look at it. I've never played professional sports, but like I've owned companies. Like when you have an employee out, someone's got to pick up their work. So baseball teams, someone else has got to pick up the slack. Like, and I just can't imagine that these other guys aren't getting mad at these guys. Like, why can you not stay on the field? What are you doing? So tell me what happens when someone, either you or someone, gets injured. What's the whole clubhouse part of it?
Well, I mean, if it's a couple week injury, sometimes it's no big deal. You pull a muscle or something, it's not that big of a deal. You just do your rehab and whatever you have to do. But when you have a severe injury and you miss the whole season or a significant part of the season, it's tough because you really feel like an outsider. You don't feel like you're part of the team, almost like you let the team down. And you also, the other aspect is you don't know if you're ever going to get your job back. If somebody else steps in and does well, then sorry, buddy.
You're out.
You're only as good
Yeah.
as the last game. And so that was tough. And I had to do that twice. I tore my other knee ACL in 1998 after I just signed a 3-year contract with the Red Sox in spring training. I tore that on a
Well,
rundown
that
drill.
that
You
was
would
that
be
was why, because you signed that contract for that
yeah,
team.
no doubt. And
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to hang out, gravy train. But it was just you feel like you're letting the team down, and you just you go in the clubhouse and you do all your stuff, but you don't want the trainers to be taking the time to work on you when you can't play. When a guy who needs the treatment before the game, who's going to play that night, is the priority, and it's kind
Right.
of like, it's just really an awful feeling, man. You just like, you're part of the team, and then everybody, you still have your friends, but you're not in the
Not.
action when the game starts.
Yeah.
You're
So what are you around? Like when that happened, did you stay with the team? Did you go home to rehab? How does that work?
well, but in Texas, I lived in Texas, so I just went to the field every day. A lot of times, I would go to another facility and work with a physical therapist, Marty Stadjuhar. He was great, and so I just go to his facility and work out with him. Sometimes go to the game. But when I was with the Red Sox in '98, I was basically spent most of the season in Texas at home,
At
rehab,
home. Okay.
and
Okay.
that was tough. I went like to Boston on one trip, I think, or one homestand, just to kind of see, show my progress and kind of get reacquainted with the guys. But what's funny is I'm in Texas, and my old teammate Aaron Seeley is playing for the Rangers, and so I'm watching the Rangers games all the time. And I see it in I think it's the Star Telegram. He said it's nice to have a good middle infield here in Texas. When he had me and Nomar in Boston. And so he said, yeah, it's nice to have an infield where I can rely on them making the plays now. And I was like, really, Sealy?
Wow.
I cut the article out, right? And when I went to Boston, I went in the training room and I taped it up on the training room door so everybody could see that our old teammate says, "Hey, now that I'm in Texas, I got the good defense." And me and Nomar, weren't good enough apparently. And Nomar was his boy, and he went up to Nomar to talk to him. And Nomar ignored him.
Really? Wow.
And
Wow. Wow.
why
Wow.
would you
Wow.
say something stupid like that?
Exactly. So now you're hurt. So do people follow up from the team? Do they like, are there, obviously you're seeing an outside therapist. So how does the coordination work with your progress, and who decides at the end of the day whether you're ready to play? Because this is the crux of like, who is the guy or gal or who that says, okay, Jeff Frye can get back on the field and he's okay.
I think that falls in the GM's lap, the player
Okay.
development, and they have insurance policies where if at least when I played, it was, if you're out for the whole season, the team can recoup most of your salary
Sure.
because your players still get paid,
Yep.
you know, but they don't want you to come back for the last 2 weeks of the season because you need to be out the whole season.
Aha.
So, I hear this stuff about like Jacob DeGrom is out the rest of this year and probably next year too, but he wants to try and come back late in the season. I'm like, there's no way he's
He's
coming
not
back.
coming back and from a
It's because
financial
he got
standpoint.
$35 million insurance or whatever they have. But if he, to make him feel good, he's going to pitch in a couple games before the season ends, and they're
Yeah,
not going to get that.
that's
It
not
ain't
happening.
happening.
So yeah, I did hear that they're definitely like back end insured.
Mm-hmm.
Because it almost is kind of a workers' comp type of injury. All right, so let's fast forward now. The injury rate, if you haven't seen, is, I mean, we know pitchers. Pitchers, I mean, as you know, I am a Yankee fan. I mean, I the health of the Yankees is what cost them the title last year. In one week, the Yankees had two Tommy Johns and an elbow fracture in 1 week in their bullpen. To me, that's just, I can't even fathom that, like that's happening. And now, just sitting on them, we've got guys out sick. We've got Donaldson out 7 weeks with a hamstring. He ran 90 feet and made a left. And same thing with Stan. Like, is it the money now? Is it this, like you said, you're still getting paid? I mean, obviously, what these guys get paid now is nothing in comparison to what you guys got paid. Stan's making 30 million. Like, I don't understand. Like, how can you, as a DH, how are you out 8 weeks with a hamstring? Yeah, I don't understand. And are people in the clubhouse being like, dude, we're 4 games back and now we're 10. Like, is it? I don't see any urgency in these guys coming back. What do you? Am I making that up? Like, what's happening?
Now I don't understand it either because once I hurt my knee, I started having some pulled hamstrings and because of my imbalance,
Mm-hmm.
some pulled hamstrings and quads and things, occasionally groin or whatever. But it was like 15-day DL, and I was ready like within 10 days. But they would make it, to you have to pass these certain tests before we're going to allow you to come back.
Now, what were some of those tests? Were they on the field tests? Were they strength
Yeah,
tests? What was it?
running. You get in the
Yep.
box and you simulate hitting the ball, and then run through the bag and you make a
Okay. All right.
turn, little stuff like that. And then they would do the Cybex test.
Yep. Well, that's an old. Woof. That's an oldie.
Yeah, yeah. So you do the Cybex test, and I guess to make sure you're healthy because they don't want
Mm-hmm.
you to go out your first time out.
Get hurt again.
And the funny thing is you think that maybe you're almost 100%, and that once you hit the ball, you can maybe not sprint out of the box as fast as you normally would, but you can't not do it. I'm telling you. I tried it. I would take a swing, simulated swing, run to first. It wasn't a big explosive out of the box, but when you're in the game, man, and you hit that ball, you're just
Going.
0 to 100 just like that, and that's how you can re-injure yourself. And that was hard to not run 100% every time when I was afraid to hurt my hamstring again.
So, have you played hurt, or do people play hurt? Like, what causes you to eventually say, I can't. I got to go on the DL, or like who makes that decision? Like, I mean, obviously, no one's 100% healthy playing 162 games. It's impossible. But when is it time to be like, I need 2 weeks off, or what happens with that?
I basically played till I was incapable of running.
Okay.
I had to be helped off the field. It's
Okay.
like got shot or a knife in my hamstring. And
Okay.
so, I'll tell you this story. When I went from uh, Oklahoma City in 1996, I was in AAA, and the Red Sox needed a second baseman. But I had pulled my quad like 3 days before. I had like a hole in my quad, like a half golf ball, like an indention.
Yep.
And my agent called as I knew the Red Sox were trying to get me. And he goes, "Hey, the Red Sox want to bring you to the big leagues right from Oklahoma City." And he goes, "But are you hurt?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And he goes, "You haven't played?" I said, "Nah, he just give me a day off, no big deal." And so I go right to Boston and I walk in Kevin Kennedy's office. And he's like, "Hey, man, we're glad to have you." He goes, "What's going on?" And he goes, "You haven't played in a couple of days. Are you hurt?" And I said, "You want me to bullshit you or tell you the truth, Kevin?" He goes, "I want the truth." I said, "I effed up my quad about 4 days ago." And he goes, "How bad?" I said, "Pretty bad." And he goes, "What percentage are you?" I said, "I don't know, 60." I said, "But I will tape it up as tight as I can and give you everything I have." And he goes, "Well, 60% of you is better than what we have right now. You're in there tonight." And this was in June, I believe, and I got
Mm-hmm.
almost 500 plate appearances the rest of the season. Um, and we had the best record in Major League Baseball the second half of the season.
And you never missed time with
No,
that quad.
nope. And I still have a partial little
Little
indentation in
divot.
my quad today, but that
When
was
we when
because of
we
my
when we meet
lifestyle.
in person, I want to see that divot.
Yeah, I mean, another injury I had I hurt my, they thought it was like a hernia, but it's
Mm-hmm.
actually like a sports hernia where I pulled the rectus abdominis
Mm-hmm.
muscle away from the pubis bone, reaching for a foul ball in Fenway. And I was like, "Oh, what's that?" It kind of felt weird. And went to a trainer. He checked me out and said, "I don't know, it might be a hernia, but um, what do you want to do?" I said, "I want to play." So I played the last 6 weeks of the season with that. I could not. I had to sit down to put my pants on, and I it felt like someone kicked me, where, every time I ran. I couldn't run sprints before the game to warm up. And the
Really?
last month of the season, I stole 9 for 9 bases.
Did that require a surgery or just rest to fix
After
it?
the season, I had Dr. Myers in Philadelphia had to go in and reattach it on both sides because I pulled it away from the pubis bone. They said it was like a 50-50 chance I would ever be able to play again.
So fast forward to 2023. Both of the stories that you told me would not happen today, correct? These guys aren't. There's no way these guys are doing this. No way.
No, I doubt it.
Right? I mean, and I don't, is it money? Is it like, I don't know what I mean, I know obviously you and I are a different generation with, when I played high school, you missed a ground ball, you got pissed, you'd throw the ball against the wall 1,000 times, make sure you don't do that again. I just I don't see the work ethic, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I don't see in the kids, in the athletes I treat. I Not everybody, but as a whole, I just think that 25 years ago, that kids of the late 70s and 80s that grew up were just a different breed. But I could be wrong. What do you think?
No, I think we were a different breed too, and it was. I think what you see now is a lot of individuals. It's everybody's trying to grow their brand or whatever they are, and they're like independent contractors. And we didn't look at it that way. We were part
Right,
of the team, and
right,
me being hurt my team, and so I wanted to get back out on the field. And when I was in the clubhouse rehabbing my stuff, I wanted my teammates to see how hard I was working because I want to get back. Because I mean, you don't really. I always loved baseball, but when you don't have it, then you realize how much you really love it,
right.
and you can't wait. You're like you miss it so bad, you just can't wait, and the time it just takes forever to come back from an ACL, and I 19 that off season in let's see, 93, I had knee surgery in the off season, and I was 4 months out of ACL reconstruction wearing a knee brace. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was Jackie Moore. I think Dave Oliver was one of our coaches, and Nolan Ryan was going to throw a simulated game that day. And normally, what would happen was he would go around to the fourth outfielder, the backup catcher, the utility infielder, and say, "Hey, you guys be here tomorrow at 2. You're going to face Nolan in the simulated game." And I was sitting there, and I was like, "Can I come?" He goes, "You want to hit?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to hit." He goes, "You all right to hit?" I said, "Yeah, I got my knee brace. 4 months out of ACL is, I'm pretty safe as long as I still have a knee brace."
Yeah. Yep.
And I said, "I just want to say that I faced Nolan Ryan to my kids someday." So I went out and faced Nolan Ryan, and it was a simulated game. They had the cage and stuff, and no position players, and Nolan. This is 93, so Nolan's like 46 years old, but he's still throwing hard,
What do you
and
think he was throwing then?
mid 90s, and but it was really cool because I'm facing this guy we know is going to the Hall of Fame, living legend, my teammate, and so I get in there, and he throws a fastball, and I hit a line drive to left field. So the coaches basically just where the ball is hit, how it's hit, they determine if it's a hit or not, right?
Yep.
There's no outfielders, and so I hit a line drive to left, and the coaches go, "All right, base hit, runner on first." And Nolan walks about halfway to home plate, and he goes, "Well, hell, no wonder you hit 400 in Venezuela if that's a hit."
I'm surprised the next pitch he didn't probably freaking throw
Oh,
it in your
but then
throw it in your ear hole.
he started jamming me and kind of
Yep.
chuckling, and then he jammed somebody else, and he go, "You been working with Frye?" It was so funny, dude. I'll never forget it.
So now you are still in good shape. You are how old now?
56.
56. So what do you do now? So obviously 2 ACLs. The knees have got to, father time. They're going to probably need to be redone at some point, right? No, you think they're good? So tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're doing now to stay healthy.
I work out 7 days a week.
Do you really? Good for you. What do you
I go
do?
to the gym. I'm mostly what I do now is push-ups, pull-ups. Sometimes I'll do them the same day. One day I'll do 50 to 100 pull-ups, and I'll do some shoulders and some biceps, and then I'll do the next day maybe chest and triceps, and do a little, not much cardio, just kind of just walk on a treadmill or shoot some basketball. Some days, if I don't have a lot of time, I'll do a routine where I'll do 10 push-ups on the Bosu, the half Bosu
Mm-hmm.
ball,
Yep.
upside down. I'll do 10 of those, 10 pull-ups, and I'll just keep doing it. And the other day I did it 50 each, 5 sets of 10 each one in under 6 minutes. Really got my
Wow.
heart rate going. But I can go right now and do 20 pull-ups or 30 pull-ups right now.
That's fantastic. You'll appreciate this. So the show before you, I interviewed David Weck, who is the creator of the Bosu, and you'll love this story. He's estimated he's lost millions of dollars because after he invented the Bosu, a study came out and said that the Bosu and those type of dynamic surfaces were actually bad for you. I'm like, and people bought into it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah." One of them was a Stuart McGill, was like this famous doctor. He was like, "Are you serious?" Like I never heard of the study because I've been using the Bosu my entire career. I think it's one of the greatest pieces of equipment I have. But yeah, it's funny how somebody could say a study or a bean counter or a number. Yeah, this is bad, and it changes the whole wave.
That
So
sucks. 'Cause I've used
yeah,
those things. When I tore my ACL the first time, I was doing all my rehab stuff on one of
yeah,
the big balls with a full one,
yep,
and then I also would rock my son to sleep on that thing
nice.
when he was a baby. But now the half one I use
Oh, it's great. I'd use it for
almost
everything.
every day.
Golf,
I use it
flip
for
it up.
stretching.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic piece of equipment. Well, Jeff, thank you very much. I appreciate this insight on what it's like to be injured and what's going on, and hopefully have at least coming soon a fix for some of these pitchers because the pitching injuries, especially in kids, is just crazy. It's insane with this Tommy John stuff. It's insane.
It
But thank
is.
you for coming on. I appreciate you as a guest.
Of
And
course. Anytime.
that's all, folks. We'll see you next week.